Yeah, man. How you buddies of mine doing? Whoa, that's new. I've never called you guys my buddies before, have I? But that's what I do here at Me Reading Stuff. I like to keep you fools on your toes. It's my prerogative, to quote Bobby Brown. That's still a solid track, if you were wondering. Anyway, my name is Robyn O'Neill. You are listening to Me Reading Stuff on iTunes and Podomatic. Nobody can tell me what to do. I used to record these podcasts on the floor of my bathroom, but I've graduated on to sitting in chairs at a desk in my studio, and I have a new profesh mic today. First time I've ever used it for you all, so thank you to Billy, my sound guy, for hooking me up. I guess this ain't playtime anymore. I've got a professional mic. It feels good. As the 1-year anniversary of Me Reading Stuff approaches, it's very appropriate that I graduated onto this mic. That will be next week. It will be the full 1-year anniversary of me doing this twice a week, every single week, for you guys, because I love you. Right away, I want to thank RISD Museum, Rhode Island School of Design Museum. They own at least one of my pieces, perhaps more, and I'm in a show there right now. I think it's still up. And I didn't know they were listening to the podcast, and they gave me a really nice shout out this week on Instagram. And I wanted to thank those guys and also side with them in their admitting it's hard to know what to say after Orlando, and so that was really kind of them to let one of my drawings speak for them and to talk about me reading stuff. I'm saying a lot. I'm very annoyed with myself today. I haven't spoken very much. I've been alone from beginning to end today, which is a nice feeling. But that also means my brain is functioning only in images right now. And so when I'm this into my work, it's very hard for me to switch gears, I've noticed. I like where I'm at right now. I've been watching the HBO show Autopsy over and over, so lots of forensic stuff. I've been flipping back and forth from that to the show Catfish. I only recently learned what catfishing is online. Have any of you guys ever been catfished? If so, let Neve and what's-his-face know, or let me know. I'd love to hear about it. As always, before I forget, I'd like to ask if any racist or bigots are listening to Me Reading Stuff right now, get the fuck out of here. You're not welcome at Me Reading Stuff. This is not a place for you. I just like to make that clear as much as possible. Not that any of you guys would be listening. You guys are off doing dumb things, evil things, horrible things. So hopefully you're not listening. I just said again. Anyway, back to Me Reading Stuff, the matter at hand. How do you guys feel about me reading a little Lucille Clifton for you today? Lucille Clifton, she's American, 1936, died in 2010. She was nominated twice for the Pulitzer Prize for Poetry. She definitely should have won. Also, what else is going on with her? Oh, there's a plaque out front of the New York Public Library with one of my favorite poems of hers. It's called Why Some People Be Mad at Me Sometimes. If you live in New York or if you'll be visiting, you should go check that out outside the New York Public Library. I can't remember which street it's on, but it's this perfect, succinct powerhouse of a 5-line poem. I'm not going to read it to you right now because I want all you guys to go look it up or go to the New York Public Library, my old stomping grounds. I used to hang out there a lot. I want you guys to read that poem. It's very special to me. I'm going to be reading something from Blessing the Boat's New and Selected Poems, 1988 to 2000. This is from BOA Editions. Does that sound familiar? Hell yeah, it does. We know BOA Editions because of our hero, Derek Austin, who wrote Taking My Father and Brother to the Frick, which I had a huge response to that poem of his. I got very emotional when reading it. I relate to it on many levels. And Derek's book, Trouble the Water, is out now from BOA Editions, so I'll put a link for all of this shit for you guys to get online and buy some books. This book of Lucille Clifton's actually won the National Book Award for Poetry. So this is called, I'm going to go ahead and read the title poem. I have had this poem printed out for a while. just kind of to put around in my studio. It's one of those. So this one is called Blessing the Boats by Lucille Clifton. And in parentheses it says, at St. Mary's. May the tide that is entering even now the lip of our understanding carry you out beyond the face of fear. May you kiss the wind, then turn from it, certain that it will love your back. May you open your eyes to water, water waving forever. And may you, in your innocence, sail through this to that. I can tell this new mic is picking up every little detail of sound that's surrounding me. So my apologies, I'm going to work with this mic, but I'm going to have to figure it out. For now, you're going to hear all of this. Do you hear this? That's my spree box. Sprees are my favorite candy. A lot of people don't understand why, and they have these new throwback sprees, this old, amazing rainbow patterned design on the front, and I love it. It looks exactly like the rainbow painted wall on the TV show I was talking to you guys about from the 70s, maybe late 70s. God, now I don't remember exactly when it came out, but Too Close for Comfort, the guy who wore the sweatpants and sweatshirts that I loved. Ted Knight is his name. Anyway, speaking of the rainbow pattern, I just want to say again, all of my love to everyone listening, but especially my love is going out to our LGBT community. Now more than ever, I wish there was something more I could do. If anyone can think of anything, let me know, because I'm seriously at a loss still. There I go again, choking up. How many times have I choked up on this podcast in the last year? Has anyone been counting? I haven't. I'm sure it's been many times. I think I've told you guys, though, I used to cry constantly, many times a day. In public, not a problem for me. I always cried when I felt like it. I don't anymore, and it's not because I'm hardened. It's because I'm more stable. Oh, thank God. All right, you guys. I'd like to say to all of you listening, thank you guys for being so special. Thank you all for being brave. Thank you all for being interesting. Thank you for being patient with yourself and others. Remember, everyone's doing their best, as scary as that is. Remember, like Bobby Brown said, don't be cruel. I would never be that cruel to you. I'll be back here next week. Be safe. Drink your water. Do you want some of my tabbouleh? Here, have some of my tabbouleh. That'll about do it. Night, night.